Baby, are you still playing that game?
Hey, get out of here.
Did you stay up all night?
Baby, leave me alone.
Do you have any idea what time it is?
Huh? Oh my goodness. It's PSVR without parole. Viewer takeover.
No, it's time to go mow the yard, you lazy sack of shit.
This is the Midnight Gamescast. We record every Tuesday afternoon at midnight, and then we bring it to YouTube every Wednesday as the weekly wrap-up. Jesus, that was so long ago.
When was that?
So long ago.
Really?
Jesus, there were so many games we talked about.
A lot of them.
I don't even remember. It was so long ago.
Yeah, it was.
Every Thursday is PlayStation VR Theater, and every Friday, every today is Viewer Takeover. When we let you, the loyal game cats, let you take over the show. I almost hit you.
Every time you almost hit me.
As always, my name is Brian Paul, and to my right, your left, the king of all VR kings, the sofa king himself, Jeremy King.
Dumb.
And then Michelle.
and then there's that girl over there.
Whoever that is.
That girl Michelle Barricchione.
Jeez, Jeremy.
Whatever.
Thought we were more tight
just
than
some
that.
girl.
Yeah, whatever. I guess I'll just, you know.
The one, the only, Michelle Barricchione.
Yeah, it's too
Yay!
I think it built
It's
suspense.
ruined.
Yeah. No, we're not ruined, Michelle.
And every week on Viewer Takeover, we sit around and we read comments.
It's still a conversational podcast.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
As part of the Midnight Gamescast, Viewer Takeover is absolutely part of the Midnight Gamescast. By default, making it a conversational podcast. If you don't like people talking about things and having conversations and having fun, then get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
We don't need you around, sir or madam.
Yeah.
But if you do like having fun, you want to hang out with us and maybe see if we answered your questions on the show, then, well, stick around because it could be fun.
It could be.
But what we do is we look at the...
It's got potential.
What we do is we look at the videos and then we check out all the comments underneath them. But we first and foremost, we usually search for a hashtag viewer takeover. And then we copy and paste all of those questions or comments into a word processor. We print them out. But my printer changes all of the periods to question marks. And we read them that way because we think it's funny.
Ha ha ha.
First and foremost, so we want to give a shout out to Robin Chan for that fantastic viewer takeover introduction. You get the kids involved, you get the dog involved, you get the wife involved.
Yep.
Looks like the dog was kind of taken over.
Yeah.
Right?
The dog was taken
He was taken over.
Yeah.
He couldn't play properly.
But the question is he a game dog?
It must be. Look, he wanted the controllers. He was trying to get them.
Clearly.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Clearly a game dog.
Yep.
So thank you so much for that. If you want your viewer takeover to intro the viewer takeover, this viewer show, things and words,
Go on.
make sure you send your short, sweet,
Sexy.
possibly seductive video to withoutparole@gmail.com. For real, guys, keep it simple. There's no reason to go above and beyond. We just want to see your face, face of a loyal game cat. But Robin Chen, that's not the only person we want to thank this week.
No.
Is he,
How
Michelle?
about these people down here?
Down there, the fluffiest of the fluffy, as we say.
Those people down there.
Those are our loyal Patreon supporters. Those are all the people that went over to patreon.com/withoutparolegames.
Yep.
And are giving us $1 or more every month.
Every month.
This is how bills get paid around here, guys. This is how the channel runs. If you're sick of us talking about Patreon, well, then guess what? If Patreon goes away, so do we. We really can't afford to do this channel without support. So thank you to all these people down here.
Yeah.
Good thing we have support.
But getting their name on this little list down here isn't the only thing they get for their $1 or more every month, is it, Jeremy?
It is
Kingdom.
not at all. Because if those fluffies of the fluffy go on over to patreon.com/withoutparole
Games.
and over there they have access to these episodic shows we call the Litter Box, where each week we each assume the role of host, and for 2 minutes to whatever amount of time, usually non-VR related, we talk about something to give back a little love to you. They also get
MP3s of all of our podcasts, which is the
a little more difficult than you thought,
The entire Midnight Gamescast. It's the weekly wrap of PlayStation VR Theater and Viewer Takeover, as well as the show Des and I do every week, which is why we love PlayStation VR. So that is 4 podcasts a week. Count them: 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's put it this way: any other podcast service around the world, you're paying $1 per podcast. You get
Right.
4 a week, which means 16 a month minimum.
Yeah, plus access to everyone that was
Previously.
Yep.
Yeah.
released.
And
you know?
every Litterbox ever made, which is there's 54 Litterbox episodes now.
Yep.
Killing
and
it.
For
climbing.
just $1 a month.
Yep.
Or more a month. All right, but the Patreon supporters and Robin Chan are
Yep.
not the only people we want to thank this week. We also want to give a shout out
Ooh, we got a few.
to people who
couple
followed
more, huh?
Beauty and the Decay's lead, also known as Matt the Game Cat.
Meow.
So what Beauty and the Decay did was change his name to Matt the Game Cat. It showed his support for the channel.
Yeah.
If you don't know what a Game Cat is, then what are you doing here? Game Cats are loyal viewers
guys.
of our show. It's all you guys. It's like 15,000 of you. It's like a litter.
It's a really
There's
big
a
litter.
hell of a
It's a
litter.
really big litter.
That
Jesus,
cat's
and I'm Mama
vagina
Cat.
must
Oh,
be
man.
like this.
You are Mama
You know, I'm
Cat.
Mama Cat.
You birthed
You should
quite a
see it.
few.
There's
Holy
dreads and communities in there. Anyways,
So we want to give a shout out to other people who followed Beauty and the Decay's lead and
Yeah.
changed their name to something the Game Cat. And this week we've got 3.
3 of them. Perfect.
First up is Andy, the second coming Game Cat Christ. I like that.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Next is Sonic, the Game Cat.
Nice.
It feels like Sonic, the Game. Yeah, okay. And then
worked.
Stephen Michael Wright, the Game Cat.
He changed it.
Stephen Michael Wright,
did.
the Game Cat. Doesn't have the same ring to it. Stephen Michael Wright, the Game Cat. Does it? Stephen Michael Wright, the Game Cat.
It's good.
Stephen
like
Michael
it.
Wright, the Game Cat.
I like
It's
it.
good.
The more you say it, the more it'll sound right.
Park,
Yeah.
park, 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 park. Still doesn't sound right.
Maybe not with that though.
No.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Probably time to start viewer takeover.
You're up, Asia.
I'm up, Asia. Holy crap, we've got a lot of them this week. Sam Thibault?
Thibault.
Thibault? Sam, I don't know.
Thibault.
Maybe he's not French.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just Sam Thibault.
Thibault.
From Viewer Takeover. I edited this down quite a bit because it was a long Viewer Takeover question. Guys, keep them short so we don't have to edit them. E3 is approaching. Do you think Microsoft will announce a VR headset? We
yeah,
already
this
know
was
343 Industries are working on a VR Halo AAA game. Maybe if we can dream a patch for the Master Chief Collection. And Bethesda is working closely with the Xbox One. Regarding, I think I might have edited that wrong. I'm not sure if that's exactly what that is. Regarding the definition and features like tracking, really better. Will they really be better than that we have on PlayStation 4 or the price $200 with controllers? It can be a problem for PlayStation VR, or it could also be a carrot to force and urge Sony to improve. For instance, the tracking. Okay, so that the words are all over the place. I'm assuming now that Sam is French because this didn't go so well translation wise. But what Sam's asking simply is what happens if Microsoft debuts a VR headset for the Xbox One
Yep.
and it's way better than what Sony's offering.
You'll buy an Xbox One. No, I don't know. That's a good
I'm
question.
actually selling my Xbox One this week.
Really?
Oh yeah, I've used it like 3 times in the last 4 years.
It's my Netflix
So
machine.
no VR headset for you there.
Well, I mean, I have a computer capable of running VR, PC VR, and I
Right.
do not have an Oculus or a Vive. So the
Oh my
answer
God.
is no. I'm firmly implanted, entrenched in the PlayStation VR.
I feel like your computer would
ecosystem.
like blow up if you try to do anything else with it though. There's a lot going on.
Like,
I mean, pornography alone is occupying like half of the CPU.
What did you think I was talking about?
That's what we're talking about, especially VR porn.
I still haven't gotten that to work. But like anything, I think that a little competition can be healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I do think it would absolutely make them maybe, because right now in the home console war, there's not really a war. I mean, they're not competing against PC truly because it's a separate animal. So
I feel as long
they're
as
the
we keep
kings.
seeing more and more VR, whether or not it's just PSVR, just everything though. I think it'll get some eyes going this way, for sure.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it's there is not a lot of competition. It's the more people we can get playing VR.
Right.
That seems to be the biggest problem out there. Anytime you ever watch a trailer that's for a VR specific game,
Yep.
guaranteed some of the first comments are always, "Who the fuck plays VR?" VR's stupid. I don't know anyone with a VR headset.
Yeah.
It's always that. It's like this like these people who are just
angry.
Clearly, you don't watch our channel.
people who
sir or madam.
refuse to get on board with VR, which is fine. If it's not for you, that's fine. But the
Right.
mentality of these people is that VR sucks. It's always gonna suck. It's always sucked, and that's it. End of story. Without even trying it, they've already discounted it.
Yep.
So I mean, if Xbox or Microsoft wants to debut a headset, absolutely.
Yeah.
So
Right.
just to get the word out to even more people that this is the future of gaming.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like, I think it's a good thing.
Oh, absolutely.
I think $200 with controllers is fucking impossible.
I don't see how they could.
No,
Yeah.
especially because Xbox is not going to use light tracking technology.
No.
Like that. This was PSVR is the first and last time you will ever see light tracking technology in VR
Period.
ever.
Yeah.
We're never going to see that again.
No.
This inside out technology that they keep talking about is the future, and you're not going to get two controllers in a headset that use that kind of functionality for $200.
No. I mean, Sony did a smart move by using older equipment and utilizing it for something new.
Yeah. Oh, we give them shit all the time about not debuting new Move controllers.
Yeah.
Right.
But technically,
It was a smart move.
it was a smart business move.
Very. Yeah.
So the answer is, this would be good for everybody.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
But I also think it's highly unlikely.
Yeah.
I think
Or
Microsoft
at
is
that
looking at
price.
the PC market. Not even that price. They could debut at $500 with the controllers.
Microsoft has
Yeah.
that HoloLens coming out. That's like a kind of a whole different thing, too.
Yeah, they seem way more entrenched in like the AR,
Yes.
augmented reality stuff.
Yep.
So I don't really see this happening. And if it does,
It's you too.
it's us too.
Yeah, because we already did it, didn't we?
It's always scissors first. 1 second.
It is always scissors first. That's strange.
Always. Yep.
Yeah, I really don't think this can be an issue. I think what would happen is that Microsoft gets their feet wet, right? They start dabbling in VR or
Yeah.
AR or whatever it's going to be,
Right.
But just like PlayStation 2 era, right, when Xbox was the more powerful machine,
Yep.
PlayStation 2 held on because more consumers were interested in PS2 than Xbox, the original Xbox.
Oh, yeah.
And more developers were making games for PS2 than the original Xbox. It doesn't matter where the power is; it matters where the games are.
Yep.
And right now, Sony's kind of got that covered. We need more AAA games for sure, but this is where
Right.
a lot of games are coming. So yeah, maybe we'll be behind for like a year or two, but then we're only behind for a year or two. And then Sony makes that big jump with PS5 and PSVR 2, then we're way ahead for a really long time.
Yep.
But
Climb
again,
to the top real fast. Yeah.
exactly. It's only going to be good no matter what happens. No problem here. All right, let's move
Sweet.
on. Sorry to go long show. You're up, Asia.
Oh, shit. Andy, the second coming Game
have to
Cat
read
Christ. YouTube Messenger.
Oh yeah, don't send me messages on YouTube, like using them YouTube Messenger.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I
don't,
never.
don't do that. Because here's why. I never get a notification that I got a message.
Forgot that's
I don't even
a
know where
thing.
those get
Where
listed.
do you get that?
Yeah, where does that even go to?
I wonder if I have any
I don't
messages.
know.
I don't know.
I know, you have to go
Probably
to like
not.
your dashboard, and then there's a list, and it says messages, but there's no notification for that. So like literally, I saw this the day it came through, but at the same time I saw this, there were like 2 other messages from like 2 weeks ago that I finally responded to. I was like, I didn't even know you guys
Oh,
messaged
crap.
me.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Just leave it in the comments, guys.
Hashtag viewer takeover.
It's a thing.
It is. Hey, love you guys. I was just thinking. I have had my PSVR for about 2 months now, and I love it, love it, love it. So much
Hooray.
that I can't see myself going back to flat screen world. What about you guys? Do you think you can go back to playing normal games or not? I can't. I am fucking done with flat life. Oh, flat life. P.S. Bri,
Hey.
it's you.
That's you.
When are you going to get an actual cat meow? Well, when you mail
Right,
him
meow?
one. Yeah.
Right meow.
Mail him a cat and
Mail
he'll
him a
have
cat.
a cat.
PO Box
P.O.
133,
Box.
Worcester, Mass. 163. Well, let's get the cat question out of the way.
Yep.
I'm going through what is affectionately known as the Great Clean of 2018 currently,
The Great Clean.
and
Yes.
and basically it means that I had to. I'm like basically destroying my apartment. I'm pulling everything out from under the bed, from the closets, from everywhere.
You should see it, guys.
My place is always messy, but the goal is to not have it be messy anymore. I've taken out so many trash bags full of stuff, and the fact that it still looks like this is ludicrous.
Right.
So within the next week or so, I should have another 8 trash bags taken out, and at that point, I think my apartment will be clean enough to actually like support life. Right?
And then maybe we'll talk about it.
and then
Yeah.
once it's clean enough where I don't have to
Fair
worry
enough.
about like oh, is the cat somewhere in this big laundry pile
What did
over
it eat,
here?
you know?
Right?
Yeah.
Did it throw up a hairball underneath the bed or something? Like I need to be able to see all this stuff.
Right.
And so I just wanted to make sure that I had a clean.
You have to be able to find the cat.
Right.
I wanted a clean, safe, healthy living environment for a life.
For future kitty.
Right? It's a cat. It's not just like a cute little stuffed animal.
No,
It's a life form.
living
Right.
Very
creature.
important that we take good care of our pets.
Absolutely, and not kill them.
As for the flat screen,
Who cares about that part?
Yeah.
you're like, I just want a damn
'cause
cat.
as we've seen on the community at the Game Cats, yes, there's
Yeah.
certain games that can bring you back to flat screen, like God of War.
God of War.
You know, so there's absolutely going to be titles. The Last of Us Part 2. I guarantee you, there's going to be a large
Oh,
amount
I'm
of our
absolutely
viewers
playing
playing
that.
that. And there's no shame in that. Yes, I enjoy
There's no
flat
shame
screen
on you.
games. Absolutely.
Right.
Well, I noticed then in the community somebody wanted to speak a little bit about God of War, and I noticed somebody wasn't so up on it, and they wanted it to be strictly VR kind of related combo.
Right.
And I didn't see where the combo went, but I don't see any harm in there being some little mentions like that.
No, we're all
you know?
gamers, man.
Yeah.
And whatever games you guys want to play, make sure, if you feel comfortable to
Talk about
it.
whatever.
Yeah.
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 Especially since I'm never going to get around to playing God of War. Please talk about it so I can just live vicariously through you.
I'm gonna have to buy that.
Yeah, I take it back. I almost bought it last week.
Yeah.
Because I do.
It just looks fantastic.
Yeah. Everything I've heard about God of War has just been incredible.
I've played and beat every single one, including the PSP ones, you know?
See, that's the thing, though. I liked God of War 1 and 2, and then after that, it just fucking falls off a cliff for me.
Well, it does.
Busy Siren Day.
But I had to
it's
go
awful.
for it. It's kind of like the Uncharted's. I loved them more for the
Yeah.
stories. And I mean, it was just a rehash. It was the same thing over and over again, but it was still highly enjoyable.
See, for me, I played too much God of War. I played God of War 1 and 2, loved them. God of War 3 finally came to PS3, and like halfway through that, I was kind of bored.
Okay.
Beat the game.
Yep.
I played the PSP games.
Yep.
I played the HD remakes of the PSP games.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Yeah, and then by the time Ascension came out, I was like, I am so done with God of War. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
So I didn't play Ascension, and now this reboot looks like everything I want it to be because it doesn't look anything like God of War, and that's
Right.
what I want is a not God of War.
You want a
game.
new game.
And you know what I liked about it is I avoided every story-wise. So I don't know if it's Kratos or if it's a reimagining. I kept away from all of that. And when the
Right.
story just led me, I want to know, is this Kratos? Is this well after those events? I want to see what's happening.
I've heard just enough to get me curious, but
Maybe-
this is so easy to spoil that I don't want to talk about it
yes,
at all
don't.
anymore.
Maybe we should all. You're getting frazzled over there.
Stop talking.
I will say that
Maybe we should all play though and talk about it on a Patreon episode.
you brought my Switch back,
I sure did.
and so and
That's what you think.
and I love playing games from my bed, which is something PlayStation VR doesn't actually allow me to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. So I last night. Well, actually, I went to bed super early last night. I went to bed at like midnight.
Okay.
Right. I woke up at 3 a.m. like that. I was wide awake. I was like, felt like I got like 20 hours of sleep. I was like, oh, is that it? So I was like, I'll just lay in bed and play Switch.
Yeah.
Until I fall back asleep. And I couldn't find anything I was interested in playing
Yeah.
in bed. I was like, I just want to play VR stuff. So I don't know. I'm not totally sold on flat screen gaming again. I'm too engrossed in the VR ecosystem, and there's too many games in VR that I haven't finished. So like those would be the ones I
Right.
want to play first. But yeah, God of War looks almost too good to pass up.
Yeah.
Maybe this will be the game for you.
So
Maybe.
I'm up,
you
Asia.
are up, Asia.
Dr. Shrivira.
Shrivira. Holy
Shrivira.
crap, that's a lot of E's.
That's a lot of E's.
That is a lot of ease.
Doc,
Viewer taker.
four of them.
Hashtag viewer takeover. Hashtag it's a thing.
Doc knows what's up.
Yeah.
Awesome channel. And I'm glad to say that I'm your newest Patreon.
Patreon.com/withoutparole.games.
No.
Cats.
I was going to say games, but it came out cats.
Patreon.com/withoutparole.
The,
Cats.
the fluffiest of cats.
The fluffiest.
How long do you guys think Sony might showcase PSVR games during E3 2018 press conference in June? Will it be more than just a
More than
will
a
it be
sizzle
much
reel?
than a sizzle reel? Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Will they announce any AAA PSVR exclusives developed by Sony first-party studios? Fingers crossed. I'm stealing that from you. I like it.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, seriously, I stole that from you like after the very first time you did it.
You're all welcome for it. It's free to use for
Oh,
everybody.
thank you. I appreciate that.
First of all, Dr. Shrivira.
Shrivira.
Thank you so much for being a new
Yeah.
Patreon supporter.
Thank you.
That did not get your comment on viewer takeover. I just wanted to say thank you. What do you guys think? What are our E3 predictions? We haven't really talked about this at all.
Yeah, I don't know. What are the E3? I'm just hoping Fallout, some sort of Fallout's going to be announced.
Yep.
Right. I think a lot of people are hoping that.
Yeah, because if
And
there's
by a
gonna-
lot, I mean probably most.
Most, yeah.
Yes.
By a lot, she means me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down for any game that's going to be announced. You know what I mean? And I'm also happy for any reboots or any kind of game that's going to be brought into VR too.
Yeah.
Right.
So the only kind of prediction I would say is certain games I would love for them to announce that they're going to bring it to VR. Other than that, of course I want AAA titles,
Right.
I'm going to acquire the rights to
Sorry.
Mario is what I think and use them in VR. No.
Like, based on the rumors
That
that I've
would
heard,
be
Sony's buying Nintendo.
Right?
Yeah.
They're releasing Metroid in VR.
Oh god,
That'd be
so
awesome.
cool. Yeah.
Metroid Prime in
Yep.
VR. Oh my
Jeez.
god.
I don't even need 2 or 3. I just need Metroid Prime 1.
One.
That is it.
Ah.
That would be a killer title.
That's
You
awesome.
don't even need
Now
to update
anything
the
they
graphics.
release
No.
is just going to
Nope.
suck because they're not going to have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do think that my prediction, besides the 2 big titles,
Yep.
is that because last year at E3, we saw way more VR games than we anticipated. We thought it was just going to be a sizzle reel.
Yep.
And then it was like VR game
more.
after VR game after VR game after VR game, and it was like a 20-minute segment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah, we
was
all watched it together and we're like,
crazy.
wait, another? Yeah.
I only can assume that Sony's going to pay more attention to VR this year more than they did even last year, just because look at how even in the store,
Well, we've
how
progressed.
it's set up.
Yep.
VR is right there next to the other games now. It's not just hidden
absolutely.
down. I think they're going to concentrate
Yeah.
more on it.
And Sony's been like real quiet about
like they
first
have
party
to.
stuff.
Yeah.
Real quiet. Like Bout of Blood is one of the very few first party games that we know is coming. And that's a smaller title.
Yeah.
Very curious to see the big titles that they're going to announce. I would love to see something from Impulse Gear, the Farpoint developers.
Yeah.
Just just a little
Give me my jetpacks.
just even like a little teaser just of like Farpoint 2.
Yeah.
Right? Just like give me like 5 seconds of gameplay. Right? Or give me a logo. Give me a fucking logo. Right?
Right.
Two.
Exactly. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's good enough, man. Just I want to know it's coming.
I just need to know.
Right? I'm going to charge up my aim controller and have it all ready for you. I don't know. That was a long rant. You guys, any other thoughts? Ooh, what about since Sony was fucking did a great job getting Wipeout Omega Collection into VR.
yeah.
So what about any recent games that should be patched for VR?
Oh, you mean like No Man's Sky?
There you go. There's
Oh.
been so many rumors about No Man's Sky coming to PlayStation
That's true.
VR.
Yeah, that would be a good announcement.
Okay.
I
That'd
still
be a
have not
really
traded
good
that in. I wanted to so many times. I'm just
I know
holding
you've
on to
actually
it.
you've definitely mentioned that a couple
Yeah,
times now. Yeah,
I keep looking up prices for trading, and I'm like, just wait, Jeremy.
just wait
Just
till
you
after
never know.
E3.
The
How about
second
that?
I sell it, watch.
Wait till after E3.
Well,
Yeah.
what did they announce? They announced like the new version of No Man's Sky already.
Xbox. It's being released on Xbox.
Right, but it's
Maybe for the Xbox VR.
right. But I'm wondering if like it will require a new purchase. Like
Oh,
if,
really?
if it's like that much, if it's been retooled that much to be like here's the ultimate version of it, and it's
hope
also
not.
in VR, dude.
Would
At this point,
would they have to like redo it that much though?
I mean,
Yeah, maybe.
depends who you talk to,
Yeah.
right?
That's true.
and who is it? Hello Games.
Yes.
That's who made that. Again, a very small studio.
Small,
So
yeah.
that would require Sony backing them and being like, here's all the money, here's the resources, and here's some extra people on your team
And would
Right.
to make
they,
this happen.
after the, I don't want to say backlash that they received from No Man's Sky?
Oh, you
I-
think maybe they wouldn't back them for it?
I think it's the opposite. I think to make good on their promises to
They'll
say
invest more?
yeah, they'll say, listen, like maybe it didn't launch the way it should have, but over the course of the last year or two, how long has it been out?
Like 2 years now, yeah.
There's been constant updates for No Man's Sky. It's a much better game now than it's ever been, and people who play it religiously, what's up, Seraphim? I have been
does
saying,
he? Yeah.
oh yeah, love this game now.
I haven't tried it since it launched.
It's like a totally different game now, and so getting this into VR, it sounds like everything we want.
It would be awesome.
And for Sony to be like, hey, listen, we maybe overhyped this game. Here now it's in VR.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh,
awesome.
we'll find
All right.
out soon.
Am I up, Asia?
You are.
You're up.
All right. Sarcastic Gator from Viewer Takeover writes, are there any game genres that are not currently represented or are poorly represented that you hope to see developers take on in VR? Hashtag Viewer Takeover. Hashtag it's a thing. Hashtag. Hashtag.
Hashtag.
RPGs.
I was just gonna say that.
You're
There's
welcome.
no turn-based RPGs really represented,
No.
and I love.
And I would play the hell out of them.
absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yep.
You would?
Yeah, I would.
Okay. I thought that's why I didn't.
No?
Like Persona 5 would be awesome in VR,
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay, even that visual style,
yeah.
Would
Right.
you play just a couple hours though?
like 2 hours.
Like
yeah.
2 hours of it?
And I'm looking for an excuse
he
to play the
knows.
rest of it,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So, but in that game, I think that game, very few people actually know this because it's just not discussed.
Here's my Persona. Was that from Persona 2? How did I forget?
I don't know.
Yeah, the kid there. I forget. Begins with a J.
Jeremy.
No.
Is it Jeremy?
Junpei or something like. Somebody out there knows. She'll tell me.
Junpei?
Oops. But it was it was from
Jimmy?
Persona 3.
I think it's Jeremy. Persona 3.
Go with it.
Yeah.
Oh. P3P.
Yeah.
That's the portable edition.
Yeah, I got the portable
PSP version.
portable hat.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I forget.
As opposed to the tethered hat.
Yes.
That most hats
people
are.
have.
Yeah. Yeah, Persona. Very few people know this, but Persona 5 actually came out on PlayStation 3 as well. It
wasn't like the
it wasn't-
last titles released on it.
Oh, it was one of the last games.
Yeah,
for
that's
PS3.
right.
So the fact is, yeah, it looks beautiful on PlayStation 4, but but the lower res assets are out there. You know, you go and grab all the assets from the PlayStation 3 version, and making that run in VR, it shouldn't be the hardest thing ever. I mean, I guess that's totally a possibility. I don't really know if that's. Here's more E3 predictions, I
Yeah,
guess.
we'll
right?
see. But yeah, that's a big one missing. Absolutely, I'm right with you.
What other games? Like one-on-one fighting games? All we got was that Tekken 7 practice mode. That was crappy.
Yeah. The only
Tekken
problem is
7.
those, it might be interesting in VR as a novelty, but other than that, it's not necessary.
Yeah.
I guess neither's an RPG. And I'd still like it, you know?
Yeah.
Just going with RPG.
Let's go with RPG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. We got a lot of questions to answer. Europe.
Let me clear my throat.
Jeez.
Isn't that a rap song?
Yes.
Cornerstone City 777.
Do you know about rap?
PSVR Theater.
I know that song.
Yeah, that's like one of the only rap songs I know. And Salt, and Pepper's here. That's the other one I know. Remember Salt and Pepper?
I mean, yes.
Yes.
But not
no.
what just came out of your mouth.
You don't remember? It's like
Yes, but
began
no.
like Salt, and Pepper's here. And we're... I don't remember the rest. In effect,
Next
Yeah.
Patreon, we will see you.
Push It. It's from Push It.
Push it real good.
Hashtag viewer takeover. Have you ever thought of making at least one viewer takeover a month, a live stream with everyone present?
Okay. Can
Here's
we,
the problem with
can
that.
we address what he's actually asking? Cornerstone City 777.
You mean like add Dez? Is that what
he wants all four of us with Dez.
I
Yeah.
believe so. Which is impossible, by the way.
That's impossible.
Yeah.
But he wants it to be this format, but as a live stream.
Oh wow, people would hate us.
Absolutely.
We would go for 7 hours. Actually, is what would probably end up
Right?
happening.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No. It's
We can't get all of us together in one room ever. We've done it once. And that was to go to PAX, and that was
Yeah.
a really hard thing to do.
right,
So there's
people
no
were
way.
taking time off from work.
Yeah.
They were-
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But you want this?
Yeah. I mean, I would love it.
Yeah, it'd be great.
It
But
can't happen.
no.
Can't happen.
we did
Not
one.
yet, at
We did
least.
one live stream, the three of us once.
Yeah.
Which was funny because nobody came too.
That's
But
when we had like 92 viewers too. Not that anybody would come this time.
Yeah.
Because if we lived in, I don't know. That's
I don't know. We met some game cats at PAX.
We
People
did.
might come.
Yeah.
So the answer is no. What we'd love to do is that obviously we need to wait a little while for the channel to grow.
Yeah.
But we'd absolutely love to do like some kind of game cat gathering.
Yeah.
And of course the only thing we know how to do is either play games or do podcasts.
Right.
So I think a live episode of the Midnight Gamescast would totally be in order.
Yeah.
And for viewer takeover, just answering audience questions.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Could
Eventually.
be, yeah.
But we need to get that Patreon support up, and we need to get the subscriber count up.
So it'd be hashtag it's maybe a thing.
Hashtag
this year we
eventually a thing.
Watch and stream E3 all together with comments coming through.
Yeah, I definitely. I think I had made that promise last year, and I don't have my shit together yet this
Edit
year.
this portion out so they'll never know I brought it up.
We'll see what happens. All right, you're up, Asia.
I'm up. Sonic the Game Cat. Viewer takeover. Hashtag viewer takeover. Lots of meowing going on.
Oh, it growled.
Before He does that. Before you guys mentioned porting older games brought into VR, do you think classic horror games like Silent Hill 2 would be just as creepy in VR? Would they need to be a significant update to the graphics due to its age, or do you think the visuals would still hold up in VR? Hashtag GameCat. Silent Hill 2, huh?
Boy, I'll tell you.
I talked about the Silent Hills in VR.
Certainly would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Silent Hill 2 specifically, I remember that being like such a leap forward to... oh crap, my whole day just got fucked up. Like, it was such a leap forward in graphics. I remember like when PlayStation 2 launched, I was like, oh man, some of the games like Summoner and stuff. It's like, man, these look pretty rough. But then,
Great game, though.
But then Silent Hill 2, I remember like walking through the town and like they had that volumetric fog.
The grain, the static.
And you were actually getting a little creeped out by
Well,
it.
because in Silent Hill 1, like they just had this like pea soup, like Turok, like just blanket of fog, where it was obviously done because they didn't have enough horsepower to render the entire town.
Yeah.
So they just blanketed the entire town in like a layer of fog.
Yep.
Right.
You know, it helped
Like,
with drive
well,
distance.
we'll just get rid of some of that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
totally helped with
But
drive
then in
distance.
PlayStation 2, they actually used the horsepower to create the fog.
Yep.
And made you feel like you were walking through it. Mm-hmm. I don't think the graphics would have to be updated that much.
Not much.
Although I would like to do that in first person.
Oh, you'd have to do it in first person. And I think they would have to, that grainy effect, they would have to tighten it up because I don't think it would relate too well.
I turned that grainy effect off.
Can we
as
get
soon as
that?
I did.
Can we get that announcement on E3?
Right?
No, because Konami is like, I don't think they make games anymore. In fact, they got so much backlash on Metal Gear Survive, and it didn't sell well.
Yeah.
So I think,
Oh, tapping out.
yeah, I don't think we're going to see too much from Konami. Although, to be fair, Konami is bringing us Zone of the Enders 2 in VR.
That's true.
So anything's possible? Question mark.
Yeah.
Hashtag anything's possible. Europe, Asia.
Okay, this is a long one.
That is.
God damn it, Grim Catnip the Game Cat.
Wow.
On the Accounting Plus review discussion, Grim Catnip the Game Cat wrote, hashtag viewer takeover, hashtag over, it's a thing, hashtag without parole the game. Oh, right, I forgot about this comment.
This one is a little long.
This one is a little long.
Ha.
It's amazing how we knew that.
That's what she said.
If the fan art image you use in the background on Patreon was a character designed for a video game, are we all familiar with what Grim Catnip's talking about?
Yep.
The anime characters of us?
Yep.
All right. Designed by Daniel Tay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Daniel Tay.
He's awesome.
You mean the thing on my bag now?
The
Yeah.
thing on my
Yeah.
pens, the thing on my business cards? Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
What would be the... Was a
what's
character
that song?
designed for a video game or animation? And then what would the game or animation be about? What would the goal or the main mission be of the game? He's saying if those were characters from a game, what would be the game be about?
Wow.
Are your video game counterparts the same as you? Or will they have totally different personalities? What are their skills or powers? Are they all protagonists? Or is one or all actually an antagonist? Does the player assume one of you as the role? Or are they a new character, like a rookie, that interacts with you, like in Ghostbusters game, that acted a sort of part 3? That was a good game. What else would you be able to say about this game or animation? Also, who did the fan art? Daniel Tay. Is there a full version of the fan art? And how can us Game Cats get a hold of that person to possibly commission more? And
Yeah, right.
finally,
Oh.
Jeremy King with the Kingly Review. I look
Oh.
forward to that happening someday.
I was
Yeah.
going to bring that up. Yes.
Yeah.
So 13 people at least that would like that.
Is this the petition?
Yeah, the
Yes.
petition, which translates to, as I learned, 13 million. You
I
know,
don't think that's a thing.
I think a quick little short shitty game.
13
I
million
would almost
people
be up
want.
to doing a review on. and trying
Hashtag
that.
viewer takeover. Hashtag that's not a thing. Yeah, I want you
Yeah.
to do movie reviews.
Movie reviews.
Yes.
I've seen
I
a
think
few
you'd be
recently.
great with movie
Yeah,
reviews.
I think
Absolutely.
I think it should be a 1 minute thing as the bonus
You'd
footage.
be able to
at the
name
end
every
of
actor and
wrap-up.
actress
If
for
I
sure.
see something, boom, bang it out.
Yep.
Talk about it.
Yeah.
Bang it out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Seeing Avengers on Friday.
Perfect. We'll see you
There
next
you
week
go.
for that.
All right.
He should get a fire stick.
Oh God. But so he's talking about these characters that we use everywhere.
Yep.
We do, yes.
Like kind of like caricatures of ourselves, right?
But if they
Yeah.
came to life,
if they were part. Let's simplify this.
can we put them in dreams? What is it? Dreams?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's take these characters and we'll make them video game characters.
Yep.
They're us
Yeah.
in video game form. Mm-hmm. Do they have our personalities?
You know,
Yes.
they kind of would have to, I guess, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but extreme versions of our personalities.
Yeah.
Right. Like my guy would never take off his VR headset.
No,
Right.
that's true because he
Right.
doesn't want to live in reality.
You just have like
reality.
the mohawk coming right up the top.
The pizza guy would show up and he'd be like, "Don't you want to take that thing off?" He'd be like, "No, everything's better in VR."
You're like a fucking Ninja Turtle.
That is
Just
the
always
pizza.
want to be.
Yeah.
I just realized that.
Michelangelo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of actually my real personality.
Yeah.
I've been trying to bring Radical back.
Are you more a Leonardo or a Donatello? He's more a Leonardo.
I'm a Leonardo.
You know?
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm not. Donatello's like
Too techy, but
Donatello's kind of fun.
you edit.
Yeah.
You know your way around an
Yeah.
editing tool. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely Leonardo.
know my way around tools. So, but what else? Who's the antagonist in our story?
I don't know.
Is it weird that Frank came to mind? He's not the antagonist in our story, but that would be awesome. That would be an amazing cartoon. Seraphim would be an awesome antagonist.
Yes.
But no, you know what? I want
Polish ball, maybe.
Okay, so all of the other YouTubers.
So we could just do all the
the other
YouTubers.
It's without
Throw
Parole
in
versus the
some, throw a
world.
little Dave in there,
Yeah,
no
there
big
you
deal.
go. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. Oh yeah,
love it.
Dave is enemy number one.
Although I'd want my game
That's only
to be
because
a
he
flat
kicked your ass
screen
recently
game.
in Code 51.
So you know, like this is a tough question.
It
man.
is.
Like,
I need time to think
Can-
about this one.
Can we just have somebody work on this and actually do
Yeah.
it, though?
Yeah, well, this will be a running thing, right?
Yeah.
So in the comments, contribute to this.
Yeah.
Put down your suggestions. Also, Daniel Tay, if you're watching, in the comments, please give people your contact information if they want to commission you for work. Obviously, you do an amazing job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sweet.
I just don't want to be giving out your information if you
Maybe
don't
to
want to give it
maybe
out.
to fight people, you can throw pieces of pizza at them.
Do not want to give away pieces of
No,
pizza.
he'll eat it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It will be like my
Well,
spinach.
maybe you can throw it, but the cheese will just draw it back in. It's like a boomerang.
It'll be like my spinach when
I'll hit-
when Popeye wants to get strong before he has to fight somebody.
Oh, yeah.
He like downs cans of spinach. What
Yeah.
was with cans of spinach, by the way?
I'll hit people with my
I
dreads.
know, but it made me eat spinach when I was a kid.
Same here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember telling my mom. I was like, Popeye eats spinach. I'll eat spinach. And then I tried spinach. I was like, I don't want to eat spinach.
Oh, I
No,
still
you
loved it, but I definitely knew it didn't make me feel stronger.
Yeah.
No.
Jeremy,
yeah.
you can have a shout, and it'll just be curse words, and it'll just take people out.
Fucking shit balls.
Yeah. Woo.
All right. As always, this is running way too long. But thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Midnight Gamescast, and specifically today, Viewer Takeover.
Yes.
Thank you.
We'll absolutely be back next week to do this again. Apologize
Hopefully.
in advance.
Hopefully none of us die. Knock on wood.
Wow, I wish you never say that again.
Yeah.
As always,
As
That
always.
means I'm gonna be the one to die. Thanks, Michelle.
Oh God, no.
I'm Brian. That's Jeremy. This is Michelle, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
No.
See
Next
you
week.
next week. I'm Brian. That's Jeremy. This is Michelle, and we'll see you next week.
We'll see you when we
Yes.
see you.
That was better.
That was.
See you when we see you.
Yeah, eventually.
All right. Look at time. Not. It's.
Look at time.
Look at
Look
time.
at time.
Ah!
Look at time.
That'll be your character. You could be like running around, always
I'm
like
frantic.
angry.
Yeah.
Ooh, can your character have trouble reading everything?
Oh, that's just mean.
I
But
think
she's
it's
always
weird.
the one. Some reason we
Right.
rely on to read things for us.
Like it has
Yeah.
to be me.
Right. Michelle, read the map.
You can't.
Man
You can't make.
Mop Legend.
Can't make fun of people who are dyslexic. It's not cool.
That's hilarious.
You're-
Pam Legend. I mean,
I'm gonna
Map
eat all your
Legend.
pizza.
Don't eat my pizza. That's not funny.
I
That's
laugh.
serious,
Pizza abduction is a serious issue.
Oh, I'll have extra loud laughing ability.
right? Your dreads will grab things. And...
Your attack power is smacking mics, Mikey Sensei style.
God damn it.
Aiden will be
We can
like
really work with this.
Your dreads will support Aiden and take
No,
care of him
I'll
while
have
you
a
fight.
little
Yeah.
pouch and on my back or
No,
something.
you want him
Carry
safe
around.
away from you, elevated high up.
I want Aiden to be part of the fight. I want Aiden to.
She encases him in hair and whips him around as kind of like a mallet, and then back to being safe and being fed. And
I like that
changed
you made
about-
it like a beautiful flower. Like
Yeah, it's like here's Aiden sitting in your dreads, and then you just beat the fuck out of people with the
baby rage.
Aiden
Baby
locked in there
rage.
is the solid center.
I wish you never got a second move controller because that running joke was hilarious for a while.
It really was. Yeah.
You could be running around with just one move controller, just like smacking people with
And
it.
you don't ever be able to fully beat them because you only have one.
Right? You know, they're never fully charged. Like when I wanted to play that game, I had to wait.
God
at
damn
least
it!
an
They're
hour to
always
charge them.
always dead.
Have you played Bravo Team with an aim controller yet?
No.
Then let's get the fuck out of here.
No.